social media. You can go
Good afternoon, Cocoa Beach Junior Senior High School Band. This is Dustin Warner from Titusville, Florida, and I'm on the field here doing individual music at the Space Coast Island Classic here at beautiful Merritt Island. We have a beautiful sunny day, and I'll be judging individual music. I'll be listening for individual articulations, attacks, looking at releases, looking at embouchure, some tonguings if I get a chance to sample some of that, and hopefully my comments will help your students from an individual standpoint. So I wish you the best of luck, and I'll get back to here in just a few. All right, I'm starting on side one over here, 30-yard line. Too funny, of course you start with the brass on side two. I'll get to them and get a sample for you. Yeah, pushing there, do da 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 da. Okay, pushing the air through so we get the clarity of that rhythm coming out of the woodwinds here on side one on 45-yard line. Okay, I'm moving over to side two. Yeah, individual again, just knowing those partials and listening here, trombones on 50-yard line. Now going to side one. Yeah, another one, keeping that jaw down and open so we don't go sharp on the upper register. And again, continue blowing through with the tuba. Open the teeth, jaw down, open. Getting a sample here from keyboard player here on side two, 45-yard line. Nice hands and technique. Again, even though it's soft, again, we got to keep the ear spinning fast. As we're looking here, I'm on side two, tubas and trombones. Again, dealing with some individual intonation issues, strictly from the air speed. Yeah, flute push. So just again, pointing those corners down, helping with the clarity of that pitch and that tone, and at the same time is also again a little bit lighter tongue, so we don't hear so much of the tongue on the entrance of the notes there. Okay, I got a duet going now. Individually, we're dealing with staggering with breathing with trombones here on side one, just trying to again get that so it's a nice fluid sound coming from the support of the low brass as we go through that. Again, that low register flute. Nice job on the solo. Again, on the bottom of that, again, just keep the air spinning so we don't go flat at the end of that phrase. Okay, sampling some percussion here. Timpani player, side one here, 40-yard line. Again, more flick of the wrist so we get a little bit more of a rounder sound and stay away from the center of the drum. It's getting too much of a big ring on that. So again, maybe a little more to the outer edge would help that. Nice concept here. All right, here we go. Nice hand snares. Again, just looking at technique, and again, looks pretty consistent across the board. So here we go. Now things are getting better in the trombone, starting to use some more air. So again, just when they're playing soft, they got to think about keeping that air going through there. Pitch through for the individual. We're hearing a little bit towards the end there. Again, just getting that slide moving fast enough so the slide's still not moving when they're trying to articulate the note. Looking at breast support from my high brass players. Again, just filling up the tank so they give a nice full resonant sound as they go. Again, we got a nice, pretty good sized clarinet section here, and again, just trying to get each individual player to understand their response point and projecting that sound throughout the whole section of that. Just continue blowing through. Okay, and the flute sound is still just a little wispy, so again, just closing down the embouchure on the sides, get the corners down, and get that nice, true, clear. Okay, some release issues here on side 2, 45-yard line flute and clarinet. Blowing through the bottom here. Yeah, trumpets, the more air we use, the less the tongue has to work, and you'll get a more consistent sound. We're still a little heavy with the tongue inside as we start the beginning of the note. Again, finishing that dee-dum-da-da-dum and getting to the bottom of that and then filling that. Sampling saxophones here, side 2, 40-yard line. Nice match here in the altos. Nice job, altos. Then with some upper register here with the clarinets and flutes, side 2. Yeah, flutes and clarinets, again, just more support from the belly button. From the rib cage down, make all those notes feel like they sound like they're coming from from the neck up. Make them come from the ribs down. You'll get this big, full supported sound as I'm standing here looking at our breathing. It's a little bit shallow, so again, just filling up the tank and blowing all the way through the note. It's going to help that section tremendously, give you a better projection, and also help you with your intonation as well. Still on side 2, 45-yard line. Still having a little bit of pitch inches here, 42-yard line here with the trumpets. You might just look at basic head positions up, which is helping making him have some intonation issues on the 40-yard line. So again, just blowing through and again opening those teeth and getting all that air all the way through the note. Okay, mellophone here on the 50-yard line. Again, just make sure we don't use a tongue cut off. Make sure again, just stop the air, let it taper out. Yeah, saxophones. So I think if you just think a little less tongue there, and again, more air, and it's going to make it sound a little bit more melodic. It's got a little bit too much on the reed. Again, tuba player, side 1, 40-yard line. So as we're looking at that, again, trombones blowing all the way through, getting that project through their trombones. I got 4 trombones in front of me. So again, just making sure we're blowing through that, and tuba players taking a nice deep breath and getting all the way through there. Yeah, sax, I would 50-yard line, da, 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 use more da, and again, just more air. So again, trying to get the emphasis off the tongue inside the mouth and try to get more on the air. It'll help make the beginning and the ends of all those notes so much better. Same thing, da da dee da dee ah. Okay, we're on side 2, 40-yard line. So again, flute's trying to get that projected all the way through there. Even though it's a chord, it's so important. So again, some individual release issues here in the clarinets, 45-yard line, side 2. Da-dee-dum. Again, breath support once again in the upper register. So just, again, it'll help your intonation here, flute, where I'm on the 47-yard line, side 2. Yeah, trombones blowing through, more air, more air, more air, and more air. Yeah, let's keep projecting that sound. You're coming across here on the 50-yard line. You came through. I got a chance to sample all of you guys. And again, we're not hearing the sound projection we need. So again, it goes back to that breath support. Some pitch issues here, alto saxophones. Saxophones on side 2, 45-yard line. Yeah, define the release here. People are breathing at different times on the release. Just a couple beats back here on the 45-yard line, we're dealing with clarinets and saxophones. Again, just making sure. And again, if that visual move that you're doing, if you're going to do it, it's affecting their articulation when they come back in. So again, just trying to get that cleaned up a little bit for them. Man, there's a lot of really good things happening with inside your program. Saw a lot of kids with some great energy. They really seem to enjoy what they're doing. Individually, again, we're just dealing with feeling more confident, understanding their role inside of their individual responsibility to the band, and blowing through their parts. And it's going to help their intonation. It's going to help the tone. It's going to help the balance. All those things. So again, if we think about better definition of defining the releases, and especially the attacks, as I look through, again, I'm seeing some shallow breathing and just trying to get more and more individuals to think about filling up the tank before they come in. Trumpet solo, some of the pitch issues there is just the head position. So again, if we can bring that chin down, bring that trumpet slightly up, I think you're going to find you're going to have a better pitch tendency as well, especially anything above that high C up to the G. Okay, really enjoyed hearing your performance today. I hope my comments and the samplings I took for you today will help you sort of give you a pretty good plan on what we need to do individually. But I really want your students to understand how important their individual obligation and responsibilities to the ensemble, that they all pull their weight and all understand their part within the band too, because they're all needed, and we all need to have that nice full sound throughout the band. So I wish you the best. I really enjoyed having a chance to get to hear your band today, and I wish you the best as you get ready for other events.
Bring your family.